Over the last 100 years or so, there have been many female film directors in the cinema and filmmaking world. Obviously not as many as men, due to the long-standing pattern of systematic exclusion from power positions in the studio system.
Who invited you? You pig.
Oh, no, Nancy, that is not Harvey Weinstein. I'm so sorry, Jeff. My sister's from out of town.
Oh.
But there have been a handful of female film directors that have stood out and stood the test of time. From the 20s to the 60s, there was only really a handful of female film directors in cinema. However, in the 60s, there was a big rise with women's rights movements.
You know, they say a woman's place is in the home, and I suppose as long as she's in the home, she might as well be in the kitchen.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
And this led to a dismantling of the studio system. Now there was a huge wave of trailblazing female film directors hitting the filmmaking and cinema world. Some of these include Jane Campion for The Piano.
There's things I'd like to do while you play.
Catherine Bigelow was the first female film director to win an Oscar for Best Director for The Hurt Locker.
What's the best way to go about disarming one of these things? The way you don't die, sir.
I wasn't a huge fan of the film. It was an okay film, not one I'd go back to watch again. I think it's a little bit overrated. Speaking of overrated, you have Greta Gerwig. She directed Lady Bird.
Lady Bird always says that she lives on the wrong side of the tracks, but I always thought that that was like a metaphor. But there are actual train tracks.
This currently holds a 99% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't see how it got that score. I'd give it about 60%, 3 out of 5. It's an okay film. It's a coming-of-age story.
What she did was very baller. It was very anarchist. Put the magazine back!
I didn't really see what the big fuss was. Everyone's talking up, saying, Lady Bird, it's such a great film. It's okay. It's not great. She did Barbie as well. Wasn't really a huge fan of Barbie. It just seemed cheap and plastic. Some of the shots did look really cheap. I don't know if that was the effect that they were going for. You know, I know Barbie's a bit cheap. I don't mind Nancy Meyers. Nancy Meyers directed The Parent Trap, What Women Want, and Something's Gotta Give.
Harry Sanborn was living every man's fantasy.
I brought some champagne. I'll put it on ice.
You stay where you are.
She also directed a Christmas classic, The Holiday.
I'm here. I'm here.
As one door closes,
That'll be interesting.
another one opens.
Oh.
Going back to overrated, you have Sofia Coppola. She directed Lost in Translation.
What are you doing?
My husband's a photographer, so he's here working. I wasn't doing anything, so I came along.
What do you do?
I'm not sure yet, actually.
I think it's just the name. She is going off the back of one of the world's greatest film directors, Francis Ford Coppola, who directed Apocalypse Now and The Godfather.
Accept this justice as a gift on my daughter's wedding day.
But if you want my opinion on the best female director out there, it's Elaine May. She directed A New Leaf, The Heartbreak Kid, Ishtar, and Mikey and Nicky. Mikey and Nicky is a classic gangster film, and it really is quite a refreshing and intriguing watch, seeing this film delivered from a female film director. She builds an intense relationship between the two leads in this film, played by John Cassavetes and Peter Falk, Mikey and Nicky.
They're literally maybe one of the best dramatic acting teams that there is. And you want Mikey to help him, and you think he's helping them. Then all of a sudden it cuts to the Ned Beatty character, who's the hitman, and he's on the phone, and Nicky is being fingered. And you have no idea who's fingering him, but you figure, okay, well, this is the hitman. He's going to go get him and everything. And then it cuts to the bar that they're at, and you see Peter Falk hang up the phone. When you realize that Mikey is setting him up and is fingering him for the hitman, it's unfathomable. You can't believe it. You can't even comprehend that he is actually betraying him to that degree, and makes you fucking despise him, and you want him to come to his senses. It's unconscionable. That's the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
Ishtar's another good film of hers. The first half of the film is about two aspiring musicians played by Dustin Hoffman and Warren Beatty. They're trying to make it big in the music industry, and it's quite funny to watch them, how they play, how they sing. They're really bad.
To thank you for the past.
Hot fudge love, cherry ripple kisses, lip smacking, back slapping, perfectly delicious.
It's entertaining, it's hilarious. However, the second half of the film is a bit of a letdown. It turns into a bit of a crime caper. It just didn't really work, but I still really enjoy the film as a whole itself. A New Leaf and The Heartbreak Kid are really good films as well. Unfortunately, a lot of the time, Elaine May's artistic vision would clash with these big Hollywood studios, and she wasn't able to get funding for her films. I think if she had got more funding, she would have gone on to make some pretty good films. I think in today's day and age we need more Elaine Mays. If you had asked me what was my favourite film from a female film director, I would say Mikey and Nicky.
What is it that made her make this story about these two guys? So I called her up and asked her about it. She goes, yes, when I was a little girl, we lived in an apartment building, and there were different people in the area, both Italians and Greeks and Jews. They were all involved with the mob. And there were these two brothers, both gangsters, but one brother was kind of beloved by everybody. Everybody liked him. They liked being with him. They thought he was funny. He was handsome, and everyone dug him. And then the big bosses really, really liked him. And then he stole money from them. When the mob likes you that much, and then you fuck them, that's when they really, really want to teach you a lesson. The mother of the two sons even had a favorite son, and the favorite son was the Nicky character, the one in trouble. The mob had gotten in touch with her and told her, you have to send one of your sons to this one place because that's where we're going to take care of him. And she knew she had no choice. So she did a Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
And she sent the other son.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. Until next time, the story's closed. Oh, and if you want to see a review on Mikey and Nicky, click that box there. Did that one a while ago.